Icengineworks 1.25" NPS 1250 series turbo manifold modelling kit. So this modelling kit is designed for helping you prototype, create, imagine whatever you want your 1.25" turbo manifold to look like. So these blocks are all a direct copy of nominal bore bends that you can buy that are cheap, easy to get hold of, and they are designed to help you create the manifold primaries with no cutting, no kind of wastage, no mess, and the ability to design and redesign over and over again as many times as you like, which is really ideal for custom applications. It really helps in terms of training, and it works for just doing repetitive kind of jigged jobs. It can remind you what something should look like. It can allow you to, depending on how you want to work, you can kind of create a batch work of the same primary over and again and know it's going to fit. So there's many uses for these, and they are a real time saver, and not just a time saver, a material saver. So in the kit, you get the block adapters. So the idea behind these is that they will go into the same ID as the 1.25" nominal bore. So it'll go inside a pipe, it'll go inside a collector, it'll go inside a head flange, whatever you want, and then it will also clip inside the end of the Icengineworks blocks. So it allows you to join the blocks onto a collector or a head flange or something like that. You get straight blocks in 1 inch long and 1/2 inch long, and then you get into the angled bends. So there's 4 different kinds of angled bend in this kit for 2 different types of bend radius. So you get large radius and short radius. And the large radius and the short radius both come in 2 different types. So you get a 30-degree block, short radius, and you get a 45-degree block, short radius, which is also 1 inch long in centre line. That's important if you're looking to create an equal length manifold. And then in the large radius, you get 15-degree block, and you get a 30-degree block, which is also 1 inch long in centre line. Again, that's really important if you're wanting to create an equal length manifold. Not something lots of people are concerned with, but given that it was an easy thing to do when they were creating this kit, certainly something worthwhile. It's certainly something that some people will try and do. So using the blocks, they clip together. You'll probably have seen me do this, hopefully, many times on the Enhanced Performance channel. I'm using these blocks to clip together replicas of these. And it allows me to rotate them, change the angle, add straight sections in between, and I really can create any, more or less any, route or type of primary that I want, just by changing the bends and going through different kinds of angles and options. It allows me to design and redesign each primary over and over again without actually having to cut bends, waste material, hold them, tape them together, try and tack them together, cut them apart after you've tacked them. I'm sure there are plenty of people that have used that method for a long time and are quite happy and comfortable using that method. And if you are, great. But if you are new to making turbo manifolds, or don't make many, or are just looking to speed up the process, I can't tell you how easy these kits make it. We started using these kits almost a year ago now, and I knew as soon as I started to use these kits that I thought it was something that other people should probably be using as well, that probably weren't, because there just wasn't the availability of these kits in the UK. They almost never seem to be in stock, or they're just hard to get. So it was something that, because I use it and I believe in it, I wanted to bring it on board in FabCo, and that's what we've done. So we've put together the kits with Icengineworks. These are a regular kit that they already sell, but we've kind of put our own twist on it, brought them to the UK, and now made it, hopefully, that because they're now easier to get for people, more people will invest in these kits, purely because the investment in the tool will allow you to do the job so much faster and so much more efficiently that really the tool should be paying for itself pretty quickly. I know on the surface that these kits can look expensive, and yeah, that's a comment I've heard several times and something I used to say myself, but since using them, even on 4-cylinder manifolds that I've built previously, I can tell you that they definitely save time, and it's something that I wouldn't want to be without now, especially as you get into more complicated manifolds, 6-cylinder manifolds, V6 manifolds, all those kinds of things where you're dealing with lots of primaries and there's lots of clearance issues. It just allows you to create and recreate over and over again as many times as you like. And for me, that's something that it's so valuable to have a specific tool that's built for that, a tool that realistically you don't get in other trades. You don't get these kinds of really specific tools that are built for a job. They're just generally not available. And don't get me wrong, these kits aren't perfect in some of the sizes of the other kits that are available, but what these do give you is such an ability to create the part so quickly that you can confirm it fits. You can be confident that as you begin to cut up material, they really do work well. It's going to fit. And the way you can kind of calculate the rotation, the different bend angles required. You can use the control sheets provided to mark down how many bends you've used so that you can know if you were to make that manifold again in the future, how many bends you've used. You can cost it and price it accordingly. It really does just make the whole process a lot easier. And so for me, it's just something that I wouldn't want to be without anymore. One of the reasons why we wanted to bring them to the FabCo store.